When Qatar Airways was initially established in November 1993, the newly formed national carrier did not possess a massive fleet or own any aircraft. Qatar Airways needed to begin operations quickly. They made a strategic decision to rent its very first airplane instead of waiting. The historic choice for their launch was a single Boeing 767-200ER, which was officially leased to kickstart commercial flights in January 1994. Operating with only one single aircraft, created a highly high-stakes environment where any delay could disrupt the schedule.
This solitary Boeing 767 carried the pride and future ambitions of Qatar's aviation sector on its wings during every single takeoff. Because the fleet size was exactly one, the early routes were limited to select regional destinations that could be realistically serviced by a single plane.
A tiny team of around 75 dedicated employees worked around the clock to manage, maintain, and clean this specific aircraft between its frequent journeys.
Every turnaround had to be calculated with precision. There was no backup aircraft if something went wrong.
Fueling complete, wrap it up now.
The single-leased Boeing 767 successfully connected Doha to regional hubs like Amman, Jordan. Proving that the airline could maintain strict schedules, experts watched closely in the beginning to see how a startup could survive, operating just one active aircraft. Yet Qatar Airways defied all the odds. This period of operating a single plane allowed the crew and management to master the foundational basics of luxury customer service on a smaller scale. The financial risk was carefully managed during this crucial first year, as renting one plane was far more cost-effective than buying a fleet outright. Having only one aircraft meant that the early branding of Qatar Airways relied heavily on the performance, reliability, and presentation of this single jet. For nearly 12 months, this lone aircraft flew back and forth across regional skies, slowly building a loyal customer base for the Qatari brand. The invaluable operational data gathered from flying this single Boeing 767 provided the exact blueprint needed for future global expansion.
It was only after proving the success of this single-plane operation that the airline confidently decided to expand by acquiring two Qatar Airways 310 aircraft later.
Today, aviation historians look back at that lone, leased Boeing 767 as the legendary spark that started the entire modern empire.
Qatar Airways began with just one rented plane. Today, they operate hundreds of jets, making their inspiring history truly remarkable.